All right, boys and girls, gentlemen and women, everybody, welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have Ashe here with a song called I Wanna Love You, But I Don't. But I actually love you guys. I really, really do. Thank you for all the support you give me so far. And I appreciate all the supports in the future as well. I'm planning to give you a lot of love there. So thank you for giving me something back. Please subscribe to this channel and let's move on with our relationship here and do this tutorial. Ashe, I Wanna Love You But I Don't. Nice song here. And we don't need any capo for this one. We just need a couple of chords. And they are 5. Let's go over them. Let's start here with the G. All right, so there you have the 3rd fret E string, 2nd A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. We have the next chord, which is E minor, and that goes open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. We have the C major 7. All right, so that goes 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, open B, and open E. We have D as well, and that goes open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. And then the final chord will be A. And it goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. All right, so before we go into the song here, we need to learn the strumming pattern, and it's 2 parts that belongs to each other, and they make up for 1 strumming round. So sometimes we play full rounds, and sometimes we just play parts of that strumming. So let's take a look at 1 full round, and if you grab the G chord, we can do that. Even if we're not going to play that for a full round, that is the 1st chord. So I grab the G, and 1 strumming round will be like this. Okay, so it starts with 2 downs, and that is part 1. So the first 2 downs, like this, and that's part 1. Then follows part 2, and it goes up, up, down, 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 up. So up, up, down, 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 up. Again, up, up, down, 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 up. So if you combine these 2 parts, it will be down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. That is 1 round. So a couple rounds goes. So on. All right, so we're ready for the song, and we're going to look at the verse play now. You're going to play G, part 1, that is the down, down, and then you switch to E minor and follow through with the part 2, up, up, down, 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 up, and then you shift to C major 7 and play 1 full round, both parts down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. You're going to play 4 rounds of that corporation of these 3 chords. G part 1, E minor part 2, and C 1 full round, and it goes like this for a couple of rounds. Alright, so there you have the verse play, 4 rounds of that, and that takes us to the pre-chorus. Now, we have 2 rounds of this pre-chorus, and it differs a little bit in the ending there with the last chord. But the first 3 chords are played in the same way. So you're going to play D, part 1, the down, down. Then C major, part 2, the up, up, down, down, up. And then you have the E minor, part 1, again, the down, down. So far, you're going to play in the same way for both of these rounds. So D, part 1, C major, part 2, and E minor, part 1. Then you have the final chord. In the first round, you're going to play the A, and you're going to play part 2. You just play part 2. And then you play the second round again in the same way, like we mentioned. D, part 1, C major, part 2, A minor, part 1, and then A, you're going to play 1 full round in the second round. and that is the end of pre-chorus. So 2 rounds. I'm gonna play both of these 2 rounds for you. So the changes here will be in the last chord of A. First time you're gonna play just part 2, and the second time you're gonna play 1 full round of A, like this. There you have the pre-chorus. Over now to chorus, and guess what? You're gonna play that in the same way as you play the verse play. So you're gonna play G part 1, E minor part 2, and C 1 full round, again for 4 rounds, exactly in the same way as the verse play. After that comes the post-chorus part, and that is still played in the same way as the verse play. So it just leads into the second round of everything. You're gonna play G part 1, E minor part 2, and C major 1 full round for 1 round. Then starts the second round of everything. The second verse, it's repetition, played in the same way as the first verse we played, and the same goes with the second pre-chorus and even the second chorus. All right, so after the second chorus comes also the second post-chorus. This time, I'm gonna play that for 2 rounds, okay? So G part 1, E minor part 2, and C major 1 full round for 2 rounds. After that follows the third pre-chorus, and that is also played in the exact same way as the previous pre-choruses. 2 rounds of that with this A difference in the end there. And the final thing you're gonna do is to play the last chorus, the third chorus. Now, instead of playing just 4 rounds of this verse play, chorus play, which is the same, you're gonna play it for 8 rounds. So 8 rounds of G part 1, E minor part 2, and C major 1 full round. And that, my friends, wraps it up for Ashe. I wanna love you, but I don't. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this. And if it was helpful, leave me something back here. Give me a like on this tutorial, subscribe to this channel, and see you soon. Play tuned.